So last session, you guys defeated the split hog popper and then transitioned over to the bell tower where you fought off a devil in order to rescue a baby hippogriff. The devil that you killed, his name was Rar Amand. And he cursed you before he died or was sent back to the abyss. And you now have a baby hippogriff. Split Hog Popper has gone underground. He's hiding. You have gained 2 of his old allies as your own, and they're kind of like going off and getting information for you, and they'll come back. They are interested in helping you and working with you guys in the future. You found a note from the old kooky bird keeper that said that the next shipment was due tomorrow night, which will now be, this next night since you guys have rested. So you will have just a matter of hours until the shipment is to be purchased. You guys have acquired quite a bit of gold throughout your time in the chapel, so you believe you might have enough to buy the next shipment of shiver. If you're not there to complete the transaction, then they'll definitely know something's amiss if they don't already have some sort of network of spies that have given the info, but you're not sure yet. You haven't explored quite the whole chapel, but most of it. I think you guys are pretty worn down even after the healing, because that last fight was pretty brutal. I think 1 or 2 of you almost went down permanently. If there would have been, one more confused strike or something that was going on, or one more critical miss, then one of you would have been permanently killed, maybe 2 of you. And there was a lot that happened in it. Like Chubbs bit your ally. Didn't he bite Treha? On one of the critical
16
misses?
16 damage.
Yeah, you did more to Treha than anyone else had.
This is character assassination.
The phrase that you're supposed to say when you meet with the dealers is Split Hog sends his regards. That is what Split Hog's allies told you. That's what they would always say, and then they would hand over the money for the shiver. And they told you where to go. There is a warehouse over in the storage district that it has specific markings that you know to look for now. So, do you want to chat about what happened? You really haven't debriefed on much. Do you want to check out the rest of the chapel? Do you need to go buy a few supplies? What do you want to do?
Full night's rest. That's what we need.
Full night's rest.
That's the only thing you can't do. There's not enough time.
How many more hours do we have until we're supposed to be there?
You have about 6 hours, which is not enough.
Roughly how far is it from where we are?
It would take you not that long, probably only about a half an hour to get there.
Okay, and we'll probably want to maybe scout the area out a little bit first. We have a few hours to kill. That's
why I said you could go to the market district real fast if you needed to buy something. There are potentially scrolls, spells, wands. I don't know if you guys have enough money for that.
No. My spear broke last session, so I was going to get a new spear. Let's see, 2. And then you said, too... Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said, too, that we, at the shipment, we're getting the drugs, right? And we're paying them money for the drugs. Is that correct?
It depends on how you want to play it. I mean, are you just going to try and fight them, jump them? Yeah, you guys need to figure out your strategy.
Yeah.
They're expecting Split Hog to pick up the drug.
Or any of his men.
He's one of his henchmen.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the kids or something. So we thought about making Chubbs dressed up or something like that. Okay. Did Split Hog tell us how much they expected for the shipment, or?
He did not. No.
Okay.
I'm thinking
We're
I've
gonna
got
offer all
the.
our money and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've got the Masterwork Disguise Kit. I was originally thinking maybe we put Chubbs there and I pretend I'm hired muscle or something, and it'd be nice to know if we knew what the going price of that shipment would be.
Well, you do.
Actually, that's a good plan.
You do have an idea of how much the street price was, because remember, you almost bought some off one of those kids, off the poppers.
We let one of those kids go, right?
We killed them all.
Did we? I thought one got away. Like we made.
One ran away from us because we were feeling a little suspect.
Yeah, I really didn't like that suggestion earlier about a network of spies and conveying our plan.
Yep.
A little ominous. Yeah, I mean, I'm on. I can do my best to portray a little pauper drug dealer or drug buyer. That's what we need. I don't know that
I have a
plan
decent
is
disguise, but I'm not short.
I don't think we'd all have to be short. I feel like because I can't imagine just the kids are picking up an entire shipment. Like I could imagine it's like a kid with like hired help or something.
Yeah, remember, this was one of the guys that was a purchaser last time, he said. So he's just a normal human. Adult.
We could try to leverage one of the guys that we kind of saved in a way, or we leverage. Maybe take one of those guys with. Maybe worth talking to him one more time and see, how many people typically go pick up a shipment, what they paid in the past. Might be a good use of our time.
I'm pretty good at looking like other humans as well. Just not kids. Chubbs is for that. And I also don't really want to stand near Chubbs. For a while, maybe. If ever.
So much umami. I apologize.
I think it's a neat idea to get one of those guys. They might be a familiar face, but that could also take power out of our hands. If we make a big group go in there.
We had one of us with them. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know how loyal they'd be. They seem to go where the money is. So if we've already gave them a gold piece each. Maybe we give them a little more gold to incentivize them. We told them we'll have jobs to do in the future, so there's an income stream coming that way.
Or they could even wait nearby. Like if we're having an issue getting authenticated, they could be like around a street corner and they could like walk over. So it's not like a huge force that's coming to the drug deal, but like they could be on standby to help give extra cred. And they could be like a lookout, supposedly, that helps out.
Yeah.
Because they do know that guy's face.
That's true.
That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good plan. And then I don't know if all of us would be near and just ready to charge in. Like maybe we're sneaking around, like on a steps, like a stoop or something of a nearby building, kind of like loitering. What's the goal, too? The goal, is it to get the drug, or what's the end? Going to this drop-off. Or maybe, Andrew, you go first. I just cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just curious if we knew how many people were supposed to be at the trade-off.
That's what I was thinking. We should interview that guy one more time, the guy we captured and let go, just because I don't think we know.
Because if it's not too many people, like, sneaking around could be easier, but if it's, like, a big force in there, it might be harder to sneak. It might just be easier to disguise ourselves.
Yep.
So wait, where's that guy at?
So he ran off, but he said he would come back later in the day.
Okay.
So is the plan then... Well, I guess you want to try and get information from him before you try and fully flesh out the plan? Does anyone want...
I think we've got the plan. I think the plan is we'll have some number of us. It could be 1, 2, or 3. Probably go pick up the shipment with others kind of staked out nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just firm up how many of those people are coming in versus something else once we get the extra details.
Okay. All right.
And then also, the plan is to get closer to Gadrin. Was there another middleman at this drug deal, or we just thought we're just following the drugs and trying to dig deeper into the organization, or did we have any solid lead other than, I know there's the Brock. Brock is the name of one of the guards, I think, at the drop location. Yeah. Just trying to think if there was anything more than that we knew. Or if we're just going in to snoop around, see if we can find any deets on where Gadrin might be, or if there was some other side trap. I'm just trying to remember if there was anything like that. But maybe the guy would know. Our contact.
I don't recall. Was this? Yeah, were we picking up the shipment just because if we didn't, something would be amiss, and that was really the only reason, and then anything else is gravy, or was there another reason we were picking this up? I actually don't remember.
I think it was a little bit of both, because as far as you know, Gadrin hasn't been here in ages, and Venus, he said, the Split Hot Popper, he said that Gadrin keeps himself pretty removed from the operations, so this was the only way to then track down his location, was to work his way back through the organization. And one of your other letters kind of made you think that there was some sort of coup or plan to try and take down Gadrin in the works, but it was still being like fleshed out and arrangements hadn't been made. So that's why Venus was very upset that you had disturbed his plans, because he was trying to work on this long con for years. And now he has to go into hiding. So it's kind of up to you guys to try and move through the next steps.
There you are, mess it up for my son.
Oh yeah, do you guys want to talk about that? You haven't addressed that part yet.
No need.
Yeah, you just found out the big bad of this church was the son of Treha?
Nah, that's the under rug. No, nothing to worry about. Why am I doing a Russian accent now?
All right, well, there's a lot of awkwardness in the group because a lot of things happened. There's also a lot of horrible, grievous injuries. You don't have enough time for a full rest. Do you have any magics, any ability to try and treat things available to you?
Well, guys, I can't say I'm feeling great after that last encounter. If anyone has a means of healing me up a bit, I would certainly be thankful.
I do not. Nothing.
On that track, we have potions. I might be able to do some healing as well. And then didn't we also get some items? What did we just get? There's like a tree feather token. That seems like it's just like you make a tree spring into place. I was just trying to, tally up some stuff in case we need items in the next encounter. That was one thing we got. I don't know. I think it's a multiple use thing, or maybe it's a one use thing.
That's a one use tree
Looks
token.
like a one use.
Yep. 200
200 gold for 60-foot-high tree.
Yeah. Just summons a big tree.
There's Ioun Stone.
Oh, I forgot. I actually didn't use all my extracts. So I'm going to
anybody, right?
So you can pop a little extract, heal yourself up a little.
Yeah, I'm going to pop a Cure Light Wound. So what is that? 1d8 plus my caster level. Yeah, let's see what that ends up doing for me. Oh, good lord.
Hey.
Apparently our rolls are not going the opposite direction from last game.
Woof.
Whopping 3 health.
Woof.
Who all is...
man.
How much...
That was Ryan last night, too.
Health?
Yes. I thought I was low on health.
Yeah, if you click on your character, I think it shows your HP on the red.
Yeah, I'm at 2 health right now. All I have is Potion of
8
Spire.
of 19.
Yeah, maybe we should go just buy a couple of potions that get people up. Or,
I think so.
buy services
Is potions the
from
cheapest
a priest.
way? Yeah. The priest downstairs at this place. Well, first, is potion the cheapest way, or the wand would be the cheapest way, right?
Oh, you're probably right.
Just give me one that tap you all a bunch of times.
And also the priest downstairs. That's a good point. Someone said priest. I'm forgetting. I think they had an affliction.
I don't think they're a good person.
Well, you haven't
I thought the priests were chill down.
you haven't explored the rest of the chapel. As far as you know, you haven't even found the
There's
priest.
a sealed door. And you need food or healing items to enter.
And we need healing items from said room.
I mean, I definitely have at least one potion on me. But we could instead save that and try to find a wand around town real quick if we have a few hours somewhere close. If someone can do that. I mean, I can cast Cure Light Wounds, so I assume I have, but I don't know if I have a good score, like a UMD.
Oh, you don't need
I
it.
think would be needed.
Yeah.
Do not need.
Oh, if it's on my spell list, I just get it?
Yep.
Nice.
You just cast it automatically.
Yeah, unless... Now, someone else might have Cure Light Wounds, and if they want to be the one, that's chill. I don't know if Treha has that, if she wants to be hers.
I do. Matters not. I think more important, just heal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's wands, scrolls, and potions. UMD is only necessary if it's not something on your spell list. Other than that, you just cast it automatically. So potions are going to be the most expensive per use because anyone can use them even without magical abilities. Scrolls are pretty cheap, but they're single use. And then wands are the cheapest per use, but they're more expensive to buy unless you can find one that just has, like a few charges on it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're expensive. A wand of Cure Light Wounds at caster level 1 costs $750.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
50.
Which
We can take it down to 10
How much
charges
money
or
do we
something,
have?
maybe, yeah.
we have 818 gold, and then we don't have...
A ton of drugs.
Yeah, we have a lot of armor and whatnot and all that we can sell. We can start getting the prices for...
Wait, would a wand
The
have
campaign is
10
telling us we need to start selling these drugs.
Yeah.
Maybe we pose as a rival drug dealing company.
You do have a few hours. You could get out there and you've already got one popper.
Yeah, we've got 15 doses of shiver. We could be like, hey, we're looking to get in on this market with y'all.
Get out there, Chubbs.
Wait, I think the DM is suggesting we actually employ some shiftless youth to sell for us.
No, you're the youth.
This
I
would
don't
be good
mind
practice for
going.
your disguise when we go to the warehouse.
Yeah, you're a method actor.
Leave fear on the docks, lads. I'll not carry that cargo. The wind is up full sail. So yeah, I'll go sell drugs. It seems tedious.
Maybe while he does that, someone else can go buy some kind of wand, and I have to buy a spear. And
If you were able to sell the equipment, that might be able to buy your wand. Because you do have a fair amount of like armor and a longbow. Those all sell for a decent amount. That might be enough, or at least to get you some potions or scrolls.
We can just go to a merchant and sell stuff.
Yeah, you can go to the bazaar and find a good merchant. It's got some stuff for you.
Go into the pawn shop.
Unrelated, I think we should all change our server nicknames to our character names. Just a useful suggestion.
that's a good idea.
That'll make it easier.
That is a good idea.
Great idea.
There's too many aliases.
Yeah. Oh, also, are y'all hearing like a bunch of creaky feedback
I thought that was you.
from me?
Yeah.
A little bit.
We could hear your keyboard, like spacebar or whatever.
That. Never mind.
Yeah, that.
That sound. Okay.
It was that sound. I thought that was you cracking walnuts.
No, I just need to get a new headset. My head's too big for this Logitech thing. And just like breathing makes it strain. Like it's gonna crack. Yeah.
What? How big's your head?
We haven't played in so long, I forgot all about this issue. I always knit the XL patterns, I'll just say that.
That makes sense. Yep.
I was eating nuts. I'll mute myself
I
later.
love it. I didn't hear that one bit.
I don't think it was you,
So what is
Jason.
our plan? Go to the city?
Do you want to keep someone
We
here?
might break up a little bit.
Yeah, you can split the party.
Might
Someone.
be time for a breakup.
Yeah.
Just while we're clinging to life.
Treha and
Let's do it.
Chubbs, they could walk closely hand in hand. Maybe Treha could like
And who?
ride inside of Chubbs' mouth while they're going for a walkabout.
Oh, God.
I'm not raging.
Just rah, little shark attack.
Yep, she keeps her distance.
Someone wants to stay here to talk to the gang members when they show up, because you don't know when they're coming.
That'll be Zario.
Okay, that's Zario. That makes sense since they are mostly referring to you as master anyway, as the new boss. Okay, so who's going shopping? Or who wants to go to the warehouse and scope it out? How do you want to split it? Is everybody going shopping besides Zario?
Bjork will also go to the warehouse because he's stealthy.
Okay, so he's going to sneak.
Treha doesn't want
Yeah, that's
to
a
go.
genius idea.
Okay.
You have 2 people at the warehouse, right? Our team?
No, who's warehouse?
I mean,
Uh,
Treha
Bjork-
could go,
Bjork
but she's
said-
not very good at any of the...
Zario could go if he'd be back in time for the other guys.
But you don't know when they're coming.
Yeah.
My stealth is a 5. Someone's stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk to anyone got that in spades?
Stealth. Yeah, 8 stealth.
Oh, yeah. Anyone else that's stealthy that would like to go to the warehouse?
Yeah, maybe that's okay. Maybe you just need the one.
I might be around. Maybe in the background, or unless Trey wants to go with my 5 stealth. As long as someone gets me a long spear when they're shop. Zario's at home base. Dubs was going to go shopping, is that correct? Oh, but he's low on HP.
Yeah, I think that's a little
I should
rich.
have a healing potion, and I'm just going to give it to you. I think on my paper I say a potion of cure light that I have, so I'm just going to give you my potion.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah. So I'm trying to figure out where the stealth is.
Just don't drop it.
Oh, gee, I would do my best. Where do we find stealth?
It's in the skill check.
Yeah, towards the bottom.
In the right column under character sheet.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, what do we consider particularly stealthy?
What do you got?
4.
It's kind of mill.
Yeah. I'm just short.
That's what I mean.
I'm a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are all good at
Dubs is going to sell drugs. So I don't know if he's also going to go shopping at the store with whatever money he raises, but someone should go with him.
Chubbs, are you selling drugs?
Well, depends on who's buying, I guess. Also, I kind of just like having a personal supply. For personal use. I mean, for research purposes. That's
To keep them off the street.
Yeah.
Out of the wrong hands. Okay, so the shopping crew, why don't you guys arrange yourself in different groups? So Zario, he's going to chill here, so I'll go put him with the Birdman. So we know he's staying here.
Yeah, Treja, I think you're the main person. I'll just do whatever you don't do.
But
Treja, you shopping?
reluctantly.
Women be shopping.
Dope to the kids.
All right, so who's going with Bjork? I'll just put him outside because he's heading out for the stealth recon mission.
Unless someone desires.
All right. Tao, you going with him? Going with Bjork? Okay. That's the way it looks. Tao, did you heal up at all? Because on your red circle only shows 2 hit points. Is that right? Or you got
It
more?
should say 8.
Here.
I thought that would be automatic, but yeah, it makes sense. I have to refill that.
Yeah, that one's the current. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And Chubbs, did you drink that healing potion yet?
I was told break in case of emergency.
Okay.
Or something.
Well,
Use in case.
you are at 2 hit points, right?
True, but I'm leaving fear on the docks.
Okay.
Might die on the way to the shop.
Okay. All right.
Should I just chug it?
I mean, you could. If you trip, you die. Streets are pointy.
Chubs be tripping. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
All right, you'll be fine. You'll probably.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't have some crazy dungeon master.
No, you're fine. Okay, so I'm gonna take Tao and Bjork, and I'm gonna move them to the warehouse. And
I think we have a wand of shocking grasp, too. Did that ever get decided?
No.
Sorry, I'm just looking at
Yeah,
things I wrote down.
Yeah, the loot sheets.
My apologies.
Loot sheet. I'm seeing there's a wand of magic missile 10 charges on here. Still needs to go to somebody.
Thank you.
Who can use a wand?
What do you need for a wand? Is it spellcraft?
Use magic device. If it's not on your spell list. If it's on your spell list, you can just use the wand without rolling anything.
Does anyone have magic missile?
I'm
Not
looking.
I.
Nope.
Alright, so then you would need use magic device in order to cast the spell. DC 20. Is that just...
Ranger, Magus, Sorcerer, Wizard are the ones that have Magic Missile.
Yeah.
Not me.
So you'd have to use
my
Magic Device.
UMD is only a 3 at the moment.
Are you the only one that even has it? Maybe you're the only one that could try. I think so. Is that right? No one's got it.
Anyone else with UMD? Okay.
Yeah, just you. I guess it's all you.
Okay. Was there a Wand of Shock and Grasp as well? Or did I just write that down?
I think you have it on you, because I didn't write things on the list that people decided to take.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if it's on your character sheet,
then you must have.
Okay.
Yeah, then you snagged it already. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And the one, yeah, okay. And then there was maybe one more potion of Spider Climb. I think that already got figured out. But
I had one
in
and I used it the last encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I don't have the thing popped up, so I wasn't looking at the sheet. I just was writing stuff down. And
Oh yeah, so for our shopping stuff, I wrote down some prices for things that I assume we're going to sell. Did we want to sell our shiver, or do we want to keep that?
I would say sell all but
can't
one.
really sell it at a general store, probably. I'll
Depends on
take
the
it
store.
If we find a buyer, like Chubbs, he would buy.
Let's just sell it all the time.
I'll sell you a potion of Spider Climb, or trade you a potion of Spider Climb, and Cure Light Wounds potion. Yeah. I feel better when I use it, so, that's just like a cure.
That's true. That's a good point. All right. Okay, so let's do the lookouts first, what you're seeing. So just from walking around on the street, you were outside this warehouse, and you do see some people come and go. And as you kind of walk around on the streets, you're able to see the main guard, who kind of just patrols around the area, looks very bored. You guys do a perception check to see if you can notice anything special other than what you can just pick up. Ooh.
York, did you bring your sausage cart?
The sausage cart is always on me, if you get what I mean. But no.
I get the feeling Bjork sells something else.
He's a strapping young lad. All right. Well, Tao, he's thinking about something. He's mulling over the last encounter. Something's playing on his mind because he's not really noticing anything else going on in the street. But Bjork, he's able to notice, first off, that the main guard who's walking around the front, he is Varisian. And he tends to behave very politely to other Varisians when they show up and they have shipments or carts to drop off goods or to pick anything up. And then he seems to be really, really terse when Shawanti come through.
Is someone in our party Verithian? Was that...
Yep. You got everybody represented.
Zario.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. So Zario doesn't even need to disguise necessarily.
And you have a Shawanti.
We want to antagonize. Do a little good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I did. My computer went out for a minute there, but you said that there's some Parisian guards.
Yeah, he is Varisian, the main guard that's walking around the front that interacts with everybody as they come through the front door. And he interacts very politely with any Varisians. Any of the other folks that come through, he seems to be pretty neutral on. And then there was one Shawanti guy that came through, and he was kind of cursing him out and trying to rush him. He did not seem like he got along well with him.
Oh, okay, got you.
And he threw some epithets at the man as he was leaving.
Yep.
Yeah, Bjork rolled very well, so I gave him a lot of info about that. He was able to pick up a lot as you guys were just kind of walking about. All right.
Thank you for that.
Okay, so that's what you guys are seeing. Let's go, while you're thinking about other things you might want to shop for, I'm going to go to Zario. So a couple hours goes by, and then your friends, Madrat and Brandy, those are the guys that you let live. They come back, they rush in, and they find you chatting with the Birdman, waiting for any more notes that kind of come through, which actually a couple do come in. There's one note that comes in, it's very cryptic, and it just says, "Is everything set for tonight?" And that's when Madrat and Brandy come in just a few minutes later, as you're thinking about that note. So they come and talk to you. They say, boss, there you are. How did it go in the bell tower?
Well, we've all seen better days, but the bell tower is no more of a threat these days.
Oh,
you should have a look.
Oh my goodness! Wow, we saw that the bookcase had been moved. We didn't dare go any closer. We just saw blood splattering everywhere. It looked like an old woman's body had just been mangled. We saw so much blood; it had to be from her.
Yes, it's sometimes there's some incidents on the battlefield.
Yes, whatever.
Collateral damage, I think the phrase is.
Whatever had bitten her must have been like an alligator or a shark or something. It was horrible. There was blood everywhere.
Almost shark-like, you would think, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Well, we're so happy to see that you survived, and we just wanted to know if there's anything we can do for you.
Why, yes, there is. First of all, how did your day go? Anything that you've picked up while out on the streets today?
Well, we were keeping tabs as best we could on the area, and we were able to interrogate some of the paupers that were in the area. I don't know if you've noticed, but none of them came back to the chapel. They had already heard the news that Splithog had left. So they left too, and thinking that they were in danger. So we haven't really been able to find too many of them. We talked to a couple. They were able to go out and sell their wares, and now they're waiting for orders from Splithog. But we can try our best to try and round some of them up if we need to in the future. Though we're not sure if any of the information's made it back to the rest of the network. We don't know what eyes have been following us. You might have a little bit of time left?
So we may have a little time?
Yes, you might have a little time before anyone else notices things that are amiss, but I wouldn't expect more than a couple days at most.
And if we were to get paupers back here and distributing wares again, do you think that would be enough to cast off suspicion?
Probably. I guess Splithog's been mostly locked up and just handling the administrative work lately, so that might, actually. If business continued as normal, they would think maybe there was a hiccup or something, but that wouldn't be too out of the ordinary. Every once in a while, we get a shakedown and have to change locations.
All right. Well, you asked earlier what you could do for us, and wanted to ask some more about the shipment tonight. We're in search of some basic details. Let's start with how many people typically pick up a shipment?
Yes. We usually will bring a popper or two, but it might be 2 or 3 of us. I don't know, all together, 4 or 5. No more than 6. But I don't know, we've also done it as few as 2 or 3. If it depends on how big the batch is. Tonight's batch is supposed to be pretty big, though, I think.
And what would you anticipate a batch of the size tonight to cost?
Oh, I think tonight we're supposed to get 20 more deliveries of shiver. So that's, well, the wholesale price is about 20 gold each. And we try to sell them for somewhere between 25 to 50 gold out on the street. So somewhere in the range of 400, depending on how they're feeling.
I'm going to do a sense motive just to... Oh, dear Lord.
You think that he's telling you everything he knows?
I bet he's already done.
This guy couldn't be more honest with a natural 1 rolled.
The poppers aren't the kid street dealers, are they? The poppers are like the kind of henchmen cronies?
No, the poppers are the kids. They usually use them just for kind of lookouts. But the cronies are not called the poppers usually.
Yeah, and Madra and Brandy are not poppers.
No, they're the crew. They're the crew. Okay. So they would be like Split Hog's men or just his muscle.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, cool.
Is what they'd be referred to as.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys said you would bring anywhere from maybe a couple poppers to up to 6. Is it generally one of you two going? Both of you?
Yes. Oh, we've both gone before, and then potentially having a popper or two just as lookouts and maybe even trying to learn the business. We've got to raise them right. They've got to learn how to actually keep this thing afloat.
All right, and then how are you transporting the shipment back? You getting 20 more of these? Are you just carrying it on your persons? You have some kind of vehicle, a wagon?
Well, if it's 20, we should be able to put them into just some sacks. But you have to be very careful. I don't know if you've risked it, but things can get real dicey if someone actually accidentally breathes it in when you weren't expecting it.
Yes, I could only imagine what might happen if that were to take place.
It's a horrible sight. Goodness.
Well, I think we may have need of your services tonight. Certainly can compensate you for it. My companions will be back in a bit, and we'll formulate a game plan here, but we may have use of your services tonight.
Ooh, okay, yes.
If you could run along and acquire the necessary, maybe sacks and such for transports. Don't know if you have those locally, but if you could acquire those, I think that would help us out.
Oh, yes, of course. We usually just get grain sacks from one of the local stables. Yeah, we'll go make sure to do that, boss. We'll be back an hour before you head out.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you for your information and for your loyalty as always.
Excellent. Yes, of course, boss. See you soon. Then they scamper away. All right. Now for those going to the bazaar, Chubbs and Treha. So you guys are moving through the bustling crowd, and why don't you guys roll perception checks while you're moving through, just to see what's going on. Things look really busy today. Very crowded streets. Ooh. Oh, there we go. It took a second to load Treha's score of 13 perception. So she's kind of tending more to herself and just trying to not get trampled by the
I think
huge
she's
throng.
also more staying a certain distance away from Chubbs.
She's not focused
There's
outward.
a lot of
She's
effort on
she's focusing on not getting devoured. So she's kind of shiftily looking at him more so than the crowd.
Yep.
But fortunately, Chubbs, he's a kid in the candy store. He's got a 25 perception. He can tell that the crowd is abuzz with activity, and more so than the normal crew that would just be on the streets. So you think, like, something must be going on. I don't know, people are kind of excitedly talking about some things, and they're moving about in different ways. They're kind of, like, quickly trying to get through the streets, but there's a lot of people out here. So what kind of shop or what are you looking for in particular?
Treha isn't looking for anything in particular, other than, I suppose, the long spear for a comrade.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like we're looking for something like an apothecary, maybe, that have potions or wands of healing. Was that something?
Yeah.
Did we have enough for that?
I'll just go into debt. Okay, never mind.
Oh, wait, wrong game.
I rolled a 25 perception, and all I can tell is that there's a lot of excited people walking around.
Yeah. You can see that there's way more people than there normally would be, as if something big is happening soon, like some sort of activity or festival or something, but you're not really sure what it is. You'd have to ask around or do some other check to figure it out.
Okay, this is mission creep. If we get into all that, let's try and find a store. Let's just find a store and buy our stuff.
Okay, good. Good. All right, so with your amazing 25, you were able to dart through the crowd and find a very interesting looking establishment, and it has like a big ol' potion vial and a cauldron on the sign, so that looks pretty promising.
Yeah, let's go in there.
All right, so you guys step inside, and the first thing you immediately notice is a giant half-orc who's wearing leathers, and you bump into him, and he's carrying just like a large chest as he's kind of walking around inside of the establishment, and you bounce off him and you just fall on your butt. And he looks down at you, Chubbs, and he says, "Oh, little man got bumped. Grundo's sorry." And he sticks out a hand and he helps you stand back up.
I appreciate that. I am a man. What wares do you have for sale here?
Oh, all wares. Anything your heart desires. Master has all the things. And then he walks over to the counter and he puts the chest down. And he's now tinkering with it, trying to open it. You see a robed human behind the counter, and he is currently, he's got a bunch of tools, and he's trying to work on repairing a necklace.
Hey, are you master?
Oh, well, yes.
Shout at him.
Oh, welcome. Yes, I'm Master Vanrith Aiken. Hi. I see you've already met my wonderful attendant. This is Krundos. How may I help you today?
I am in the market for something to cure my grievous wounds.
Yes. That is very...
I'm so happy about this.
It's very obvious. Yeah, I see you are covered in grievous injuries. Please, come here. Come, sit up on the stool here. And he pats to a stool next to the counter.
Okay, can I get a boost?
As you get closer, Krundos just steps down and then he hoists you up and you are vaulted up onto the the seat.
Thank you, Krundos.
Krundos like little man. Yeah. And then he goes to the back office and grabs a broom and starts sweeping.
Do I need to do some kind of perception check?
What are you trying to look for? What are you trying to think about?
Well, no, I don't know.
Like perception, knowledge.
I just feel like I'm sitting in I'm about to get. Who was the demon barber of Fleet Street? Like, I'm just gonna sit on a chair and this guy's gonna come kill me.
Well, don't ask for a shave. Yeah, Sweeney taught it. Well, yes. So, what can I help you with? Vanrith says to you. What are you in the mood for? Potions, wands, scrolls?
Oh, well, say I've got a moderate budget. What can you do for me in terms of wands?
Ooh, I see, yes. Well, yeah, I'm sure you know the typical wand goes for many hundreds when it's fully powered. I do have a couple that would be a little cheaper. And he fishes around behind the counter and he pulls out a bag and then he sticks his hand in the bag and he says something and then sticks his hand deep into the pouch and pulls out a wand. So it must be some sort of special pouch that helps him store all of his items. Because the wand clearly could not fit in this tiny pouch, which looks like just like a little water skin.
Okay, this is already looking magical AF. Awesome.
He pulls out a wand and he says, well, how about this one right here? It's not fully powered, but I think you'd still get a decent amount of healing from it. And he...
Okay, I need to look at Treha and then nervously look at Treha.
Shall, I guess, approach and examine the wand. Is there a way to, sense the power within it?
Yeah, if you do a spellcraft. Hopefully your spellcraft will be a little better than your perception was. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So you kind of tinker with it for a moment, hold it out, arm's length, and stare down the barrel. And you can sense, oh yeah, this is half charged. So 25 charges. And he says, yes, this one is half strength and would only cost about 500 gold. Would that do it for you?
Feels a little bit less than half strength.
Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, do you have a way to tell?
Yes. Of course, I personally inspected all these wands myself. An excellent adventurer brought this in after his mage was slain on his last adventure. So they had no more further use for it. What is not sufficient for you?
I think just a little bit off that price. I guess it feels a little weak.
Well, as you know, the king's birthday is today, so everything's kind of being sold out, and everyone's trying to find excellent gifts to give to the royal family, and it's kind of making everything a little scarce right now.
You think someone would give half-charged wand as gift to royal family?
Oh, no. No, it's not just to the royal family, it's to the friends of the family. It's a big deal. This is one of the biggest celebrations in the city. There's going to be a big festival, a parade. There will be dancers, maybe a special lady for the strapping young sailor lad we have here. And he winks over at you.
I wink back.
Yes, so everything's getting snatched up. I'm hardly able to keep anything on my shelves right now. Barely have any potions or scrolls left.
Wow.
Maybe,
What a bargain.
maybe you have something to trade that could help lower the price?
How does this potion of spider climb sound?
Ooh. I mean, that does sound pretty good, actually. There are quite a few people that would like to get their hands on such a thing. If you gave me that potion, I would give you a massive discount on this wand. I'd give it to you for just 100 gold then.
Okay, this is just an aside to Treha. What do we think is the value of this potion of spider climb?
I don't know, but deals sound good. Pay, man.
I agree. We have a little lightly beaten flying horse now. Sir, you have yourself a deal.
All right. So 100 gold and the potion of spider climb are no more. But you got yourself a wand of cure light wounds with 25 charges.
Oh.
Boom.
I hold it above my head triumphantly for a moment.
He says, you know, you look like an adventuring group that I knew once. I was rather fond of them. Here, come with me. Come to the back for a second. And he walks around the counter and starts going to the back of the room.
Do we follow? Yeah. We follow you?
What, you follow him. I stay back here.
All right. Leave here at the docks. Whatever. Full sail. Okay, I follow the shopkeeper.
All right. Excellent. Good. I couldn't have prying eyes see this. I've been working on something for a while, and you seem like just the lad to try this out. And he has 2 vials in the back. And he says, I don't have a lot of adventuring parties that I work with anymore. The last few that I had contracts with, they never returned. But I have a good feeling about you. What's your name?
Chubbs.
Chubbs? Great adventuring name. Big, strong name. I like it. I can sense greatness in you, Chubbs. Here, these are free of charge. And he hands you 2 vials. He says, this one, the one that's like bubbling and glowing green, this one will boost your strength. You will be able to crush your enemies. And this one over here, this will make you light as air and you will dance through a fiery hailstorm. But be warned, if you have a weak constitution, these potions are a little volatile. But I have a good feeling about it. I think you're going to do just fine.
Gee, thanks, mister.
So he puts the potions into your hands, and he says, all I request is that the very next time that I see you, and you've been able to use these out on the road, please just let me know how they performed. I'm doing research, and I don't have a lot of people that I can really get first-hand experience from.
I would die before I failed to help further your research.
Yes, I could tell.
Chubbs has always been known as a man of science.
Yes.
Might die well, who knows?
He will eat or drink
And the
anything.
shivers for research.
The shivers for research. All right.
Okay, I skip back to the front of the store.
Okay. So you have acquired a potion of strength and a potion of dexterity. Asterisk. because they're not normal.
Okay, strength and dexterity. I called it fizzy lifting, but I'll change that to dexterity.
The,
He said it would make me feel
not bull
light.
strength and cat's grace.
Yep. Cat's grace, bull strength are the normal names of the spells. But we'll see how they perform for you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if we even need them.
You don't even need them.
Yeah, I'll just tell the guy I was part of his control group. Boom. And he still gets data.
That's true. All right.
Nice.
So,
Well, yeah, where else do we need to shop?
anything else you need to buy, sell, look over?
I'm not sure how much money we have. Treya.
I don't know. You were paying him.
He took 100 gold in the potion, and let's just get the heck out of here. we'll figure it out in post.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you start to head out, Krondos waves at you. Good luck, little man.
Thanks,
They were
Krondos.
really
And then I
good at
wink.
that store.
And lick my lips, and then we leave.
How often you go there?
This is my first time. I just had a really, really good perception of the vibes. We were safe the whole time.
So,
The winds were up.
full sail. You did ask a question in chat. Did you want to ask it to the group when you get back?
Oh, yes. Sure.
So you guys...
I mean, honestly, I thought he was just bullshitting you, but then I realized I have no idea about the politics of the region or, like, where the heck we really
That's
are.
true. There is a role for that. That's knowledge nobility. Maybe knowledge local would be a higher check, but could still help you figure it out.
Just roll it right now.
Yeah, or you can wait till you get back to the crew.
Nobility.
You guys can talk about it there. And the long spear, that's just a simple 5 gold at any stand that has one.
Boom. Got it.
Boom.
Well, educating old Chubb's long pole on the history of the area.
Chubbs himself, he just is the long spear.
Yes. With a sharp mouth tipped spear.
All right. So you guys make it back. You now have a wand of Cure Light Wounds, 25 charges.
Did my 26 local check get anything for Chubb's questions?
Oh, well, the knowledge local, you do know of the festival, and it is an extremely, like, raucous party. It would be like our sort of Mardi Gras sort of experience would be our closest thing. There will be feasting, women, mostly those two, dancing, performances. It is a time of gift giving, and the wizard Vanrith was right. Anything that's considered magical, special, rare, beautiful, excellent, elegant, those are like grand gifts to give to people. It's kind of a time to show off wealth, even if you don't have it. And yeah, it's a time of excess.
Capitalism.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we should be picking pockets. People are out here with their conspicuous consumables, looking to spend money.
Go for it, Chubbs.
I mean, they would want to party hard, and Shiver might be just the thing that sends them over.
Oh, boy. Well, who knows about the king's secret police and spy networks and all that. Plus, I'm not that stealthy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, you don't have to be stealthy. You're just chatting with people. Oh, are you trying to pickpocket? Oh, pickpocket. That's all stealth, yeah.
Or hit them with the soldier. You know what?
Sell them the shiver.
We don't have time for that. We saved so much money selling that insanely valuable potion.
That's true.
Only passed through our hands once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I'm fine heading back to the group.
All right. So you guys are now back with Zario. The time is drawing near for everyone else to be there. So the lookouts are you both going to head back to the crew, or only one of you going to go back to get the rest?
We'll both go back so we can perform the healing on them.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still grievously injured.
Oh, we definitely would have healed you way before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost dead. Yeah, I'm going to make you walk all the way back.
So what about Bjork and Tau? Are both of you going to head back to the church, or are one of you going to stay?
Well, we didn't really scout much other than the front entrance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Was that, like, kind of the only point of entry or, like, area that we could really view? Or
That's the only door. If you kind of walk along the sides or the back, there's some boarded up windows. That's it. So it's the only entrance that you see that anyone ever seems to go to.
Gotcha. Yeah, then, like, other than trying to fake out the guard and get inside, I don't really know what we would be doing. Oh, you got any ideas?
Oh. No Tau. He vanished.
Alright, well, I think probably a good idea to head back then.
Okay.
Yeah, meet up with everyone else
All right.
before we head.
Okay. Back to the group. Bloop-a-doo. There we go. Oh. We did lose Tau. He's on the old computer. That's what he said.
Oh, true.
Yep. Well, he's back. There's Tau. Okay, so you guys are all back. Remember, you are all still under the effects of Bjork's cooking from earlier in the day with the scorpion, so you also have a +1 to your next fortitude save. So just keep that in mind, which may or may not come up for this encounter. Yeah, do you want to share some info? You want to share some things or theories? You do have that note that you haven't responded back to. Another one came and asked the same question, Zario, because you haven't responded back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the note. Yeah, I would say so. I would want to talk to the bird keeper guy and have him draft up a response then, and I'll share with the group. So a note came in while you guys were out that said, I trust everything is set for tonight. Sounds a bit cryptic. I was going to respond with maybe a simple yes, but maybe pick the bird man's brain here a bit. Anyone suggest otherwise? Everyone's still here.
Yes. It's just you and the bird man.
What's the bird guy's name?
What is the bird guy's name? I forgot. It's the bird guy. It's
Harvey Birdman?
Harvey What was my bird man named? He was...
Old man.
Oh, it's Geezer Pidge. Because he handles the pigeons.
Was the split hog the one that typically responded to these, or how did that work in the past?
Oh yes, Split Hog, or one of his poppers that did the writing. that he would do messages with. Anyone that knew letters.
And who knew letters here in this establishment?
Not too many in the crew, in Split Hog's group, so it was just a couple of the poppers, I believe. A few of the boys. Or Split Hog himself.
And was he known to respond in code? If it were, I would imagine there was some kind of code with these letters coming in case they were intercepted.
I don't believe so. When I still had decent enough eyesight, I was usually just very straightforward. That was usually enough. And maybe not revealing enough so in each message that someone could piece it all together. I think as long as you say a short enough message that it should be sufficient.
Well, if you could maybe point me in one of the directions of one of the prior messengers, I'd hate for new handwriting to cause further suspicion here.
Okay, yeah, of course. And he digs around on the table and he pulls up some old letters. And you're able to see it looks like Split Hog's handwriting. So if you do a linguistics check, you could imitate that.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. There's linguistics.
Nice. Oh, yeah. A perfect X. What do you respond back with?
Love it.
Just use a crayon in your left hand and just X. Is that Tao back? He keeps bouncing in and out of Discord.
I'm here at the moment. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we hear you.
All right, I'm actually on my phone now.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see if that works out. Or sometimes when the phone is close to the computer, it can get weird,
Oh, yeah, it happens, the feedback. So far, sounds good.
Yeah, okay, I can always put it wherever.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, what do you want your message to be back, to respond back with?
Yep.
Let's see, so the question was, is everything set for tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Let's respond with, everything is in order.
All right.
Or all is in order. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. Okay. All is in order. All is. I like it. Okay. So that's your response. You send the note out. You have about an hour left until you're supposed to be at the pickup site.
Dario will fill the team in his discussion with the two associates earlier, and it sounds like a simple, fairly straightforward pickup. This is expected to be a little larger shipment, so it wouldn't be unseemly for maybe 5 or 6 of us to be there. They typically would use some paupers, carry it and transport it in sacks, which our two associates are going to obtain for us. And a shipment of that size, they would expect roughly 400 gold or so. It was gold, right? He said.
Yeah, 400 gold pieces, for the 20 shiver.
So I feel, I'm for Izzy, or no, it was, so I think, we could certainly use you. You wouldn't be suspicious. Maybe we could try to disguise you. I think if a few of us were able to disguise ourselves, I know in my past line of work, I often had to disguise myself. I would volunteer myself here. How about the rest of you?
I'm pretty good at disguise.
I think we could use, what was that, Bjork?
I do not see the point to disguise my beautiful face, but I am also very poor at disguises.
Maybe we could have you as a lookout, and we could leverage our friend Madra and Brandy. Maybe one of them comes with, and one of them stays behind with you, Bjork, for some assurance or insurance.
perhaps, but also the guard there, Tao, and I noticed he does not seem to like Shawanti, but is very chummy, as they say, with your type, Zorian.
Oh, my type, eh?
Indeed.
This may be work in our favor. Maybe we don't want to antagonize him with Tao.
Unless Tao can disguise himself.
Tao, how are you at disguising?
Fair, but they may see through it. I do disguise for the stage performances sometimes, but...
Oh, you
They
do it
didn't
too.
like
It'd
my
be
people.
okay.
All right.
I think we could, and Shawanti, Zario was going to respond, well, I still think that would be of value here. And then to the party, maybe then this sounds like it's myself, Treha, Tao, and Chubbs. And then we could bring Mandra or Brandy. I would say probably not both. And then Bjork, maybe you and the others stay behind and can be our lookout in case anything else suspicious arises.
That sounds acceptable.
And
Huzzah.
do you guys need to do any more healing? I see. So Chubb's now up to 10 because he got healed by 8 by Treha. That's 2. How many charges got used? You
I
keep-
used one on myself.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So
we
you-
got plenty of charges left.
Good.
I could use another tap here. My extract was not particularly potent.
Go give everyone a bonk on the head.
Bloop.
There'll be 7.
Oh, I feel like I've got a full night's rest.
Chubbs, you need another touch?
I wouldn't mind a little more bippity-boppity.
Need a little bit more on that. That's 3.
I am at 13. Well, that's half health.
No,
That'll float me.
No, oh gosh. No, there's 3 more.
Float you down the river.
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
5 more. How's that?
What's the total addition from where I was at? Oh, crap.
Did you get the 8 from earlier?
It's on. If you click on your character, you should be
I
up to
got the 8.
10. Yeah.
Earlier puts me at 10.
Yeah.
And then what was the healing addition just now?
It was 11.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm at 21. That's pretty good.
Nice.
That hit me pretty hard to keep me from jumping, I hope.
I am less than half.
Who is? Ah.
So Tao needs some healing.
Yeah, I'm down 11.
There's 8.
So plus 8, okay.
There you go. That's pretty good.
And 6.
So you're
And
set.
you said 6?
All right, you're full. Cool. You keeping track of those charges, Treha?
I am.
Good. Okay. You guys are all healed up. Your guys, they've come back in, and they say, ready when you are. Should take us about a half an hour to get there, and it's about an hour till pickup. And just as they say that, and you guys are tapping each other with the wands, you guys hear a horrible shriek of pain, and then it sounds like a clatter, and something hits hard against the wall right above you, and then drifts down. You can hear it like sliding down the wall.
Go look at the Chubbs.
I'm going to be so mad if that's our sweet little pony that we just heard.
No, you
Okay,
got your little hippogriff over here. He's just
okay.
chilling with the birds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go check it out. this sound come from?
From the north. Just this wall right up here.
Okay, I charge into the hallway and up to this door that's closed.
These guys get scared and they rush back because they don't know what that is. They're like, we've never heard noises up there.
Y'all really want me to burst through this door? Is it locked?
You will try it. Only one way to know.
Okay, I tried the door.
It is locked.
Yeah, it's locked.
So you could try to pick the lock. You could try to break the door.
Oh boy. Well, it doesn't get any harder to break if we try to pick it first, right?
No.
Trying to figure out where would that be, like sleight of hand? Doesn't sleight of hand.
To pick it, it's disable device. Strength check to break it.
Disable device roll.
That is enough to pick the lock. Yeah. So the door's unlocked.
Stunning. Okay, now I burst through the door.
You will need to roll a strength check because there's something braced on the other side.
This is really exciting. Okay.
So roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Aid with that.
Okay. So
Strength check.
an aid, you will need to roll a DC 10 strength check to give him a +2.
How do we roll? What?
You can just click the strength button on your character sheet. That should do the same.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So Bjork is not in a good position and loses his footing, so he doesn't aid you. But you do. Yeah, you smash into that door and burst through it, falling through, and you are prone on the other side. And you fall into the room, and you see there's blood all about on the floor, and then a giant, horrifying monster that's just roaming about. And then it looks over at you, now prone on the ground in front of it. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll make it monster cliffhanger.
Big monster. I think I have one rage left, but that's for the whole day.
That's the
We
whole
haven't even
day.
made it to the drug drop off.
You haven't.
There's just more monsters.
You hadn't cleared out the whole chapel yet.
Excelsior.
But now you're in the final area. The final part of the chapel.
And then next episode will be
about that
final
second.
version 3.
Yeah, you haven't even found the basement yet. I mean... Oh, what, do I know?
Yeah. The Spy Network.
Yeah, that's true. So any questions? Yeah, we got a lot going on. You've got less than a half an hour to get out of this chapel and get on the road, or else you won't make it to the drop in time.
Combat time is very
It's very quick.
slow.
Oh, yeah. It would go fast,
People
yeah.
were saying the same thing.
Yeah, it would go fast. Yeah, so 10 rounds is 1 minute.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can just have a, very immediate, prompt fight to the death and then get to the drug deal.
Yeah, so it's like... Yeah, it's like sprinting, 100-meter dash, and then immediately after that, having to race across town in order to go do another 100-meter dash. You'll be fine.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why Chubbs is going to handle this in one attack.
Got it. Yeah, big chomp.
All right.
One big power attack.
That's all you
I
need.
guarantee that it hits.
Gotta wind up for a couple of rounds first.
All right. Well, I'll stop the recording. We're good to go.